My name is Nightfarox. Welcome back. Today we are streaming Omniscient Reader, last week's episode and this week's episode. There will be no discussion this week. I'll just do the reaction to it. So there's that. No stream tomorrow. Friday, LSE. Saturday, Kubera. Sunday, Tower of God. And we'll have 2 episodes for Tower of God as well. I hope everybody's having a good day. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hope it's a good one. We've got... I already said this. We got 2 episodes tonight for Omniscient Reader. Last we checked, our boy Dakja here decided to raise his strength from level 10 to level 100 to kick some serious butt. So, yes. Also, I was watching a show tonight, and now I have a question. Anyone who can speak Korean, is it pronounced Jeju or Jeju? Because I heard Jeju tonight, and I was confused. And so I want to know, is it Jeju or Jeju? Let me know. 1 for Jeju, 2 for Jeju. Okay, anyway, so there's that. I just want to know so that way I'm saying it right, because that island comes up a lot in manhwas. So I want to know. Anyway, let's get the music going. Hold on. My brain just decided it didn't want to work for a second. Okay, here we go. No, we need something really going right now. No. Maybe we can do this one. Okay, here we go. Strength level 10 to strength level 100. Zoom. Your strength has surpassed that of the humans. Incredible! You're the first to have strength in 3 digits. Oop, I forgot to silence my phone. That's my bad. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Your strength has surpassed that of a human's. Incredible, you're the first to have strength in 3 digits. You receive 30,000 coins as a reward? Bro, they're just like, here, take some more coins. Why not? Oh boy. This is gonna be a pretty good ass whooping. Whoosh. Spent 10,000 coins on agility. Swoosh. Oh! Also, I just love that he's still in like this robe here. Crack! Ooh! Thud, thud, crash, crack, boom! Omniscient Reader, episode 65, chapter 15, The World Without a King. Guang Tuamoon, target station Changsan, home base Chungmuro. I don't know why this is still technically up, because didn't they already, like, I don't know. I don't even know. Looks like the underdog has won, huh? Did I hit him too hard? Did I hit him too hard? No way. I didn't kill him, did I? Junkie yuck! He's like, oh, bruh. Oh, he startled me. Roar. How can he still be conscious after being hit with 100 strength? I can't believe. Junkie yuck? Has he passed out with his eyes open? You should have been nicer to me. How can you threaten to kill me every time you see me? I guess this is my only chance to ever slap you. The Supreme King, Junkyaq, can no longer fight. Congratulations, you have passed all the qualifications for the ruler's throne. Your temporary stats have been reset. All the restrictions that were put in place have been lifted. The Constellation Prisoner of the Golden Headband is satisfied with the ending. The Constellation Secretive Plotter, applaud your will. Whoosh! The Constellation Demon-like Judge of Fire is impressed by your tenacity. You have been gifted 4,500 coins. The Constellation Lady of the Sleeping Brocade is mortified. The constellation One-Eyed Maitreya throws his eye patch on the ground. God damn it! That's how I imagine that just went. The constellation the Lord of Hanem is blaming you. Oh my god, the constellations literally make this. It's hilarious to me. Well, fine. I guess it was a fair fight. This is an announcement for all the incarnations of Soul. We now have a new owner of the ruler's throne. So he is murmur. That must be him. Which area is he from? Wait. What is it? Aren't you being a little too hasty? You made the announcement when I haven't even sat on the throne yet. But aren't you going to anyway? What can I do with this thing? Make other humans do your bidding? It's just as the name implies. As long as you're seated on the throne, you'll be the absolute ruler. So was Jungiak... That's not his name, is it? Yeah, is it Jungiak? He wasn't on the same team as Dakja. Which means that if he does sit on the throne, doesn't that mean that he'll die? And that's not good, right? I could have been mistaking the rules. It's just as the name implies. As long as you're seated on the throne, you will be the absolute ruler. The constellation Lady of the Sleeping Brocade smacks her lips. Is that what she means? Or like that? I'm so jealous. Is that all? What? It sounds too good to be true. I'll have absolute power over the ground in which I rule. You're only getting what you deserve. You've risked your life to get where you are now. So does this throne give me powers to override the rule of plausibility? You're such a good liar. Maybe it's because you're a Dokubai. Doesn't the management have rules against lying like that? I just love the fact that he smacks these Dokubai around like, oh, don't you even try it. Let's not argue over this. We have to end the scenario. Now, go sit on it. If you keep acting out, I will just destroy the ruler's throne. Oh, about that. Go ahead, I don't care. What? He is pissing him off. But look at that panel! Oh my god. I love it. You know, I hate the fact that I didn't get to read this live when it came out. But I love the fact that I get 2 episodes to read tonight. And oh my god, it's so beautiful. I refuse to sit on the ruler's throne. Roar! Crash! Drip! Drizzle. I'm just enjoying these panels. What did you just say? Roar! Holy shit! I'm sorry, I'm hyperventilating over here because look at this fucking panel! I'm not going to sit on the throne. I don't get why you're being so stubborn. Crash, roar, crash. Just sit on the throne. Without it, Soul Dome won't be able to make it through the 5th scenario. What the hell is wrong with him? Just zip it and sit. I'll do it, let me. The throne can give you everything you want and more. Just by sitting on the throne, you'll become a fable, and the constellation promised to you will rise in its ranks. But there is no constellation promised to him, and let me warn you. I'm not like the low-grade Dokubai. Your trickery won't work on me. Roar! Crash, crash. What he said was true. The 5th scenario will be difficult to clear without the ruler's throne. But I know that there are some things he's not telling me. If I use the power of the ruler's throne even once, I will never be able to reach the end of the scenario. In the book, Jungiak realized this on his 41st regression. So he died every time up until the 41st at this part. That's why he stopped him. That's why he had no choice. It's all coming together. He had no choice but to stop Jungiak here. Why would you refuse being king? Here's a question for you. Why would you want me as your king? What? What if I just kill you after I sit on that throne? And the rest of you, have you forgotten already? We used to live in a democratic country. But why are you all acting like you're subjects of a kingdom? More importantly, I don't want to rule over the likes of you, Flinch. That's why I refuse to sit on the ruler's throne. Glance. Neither do I want to sign with any of you lousy constellations. Ooh, and slide. I will stop anyone else from sitting on that throne. That's enough. You are testing my patience. How long will you let the Dokubai push you around with their scenarios? Don't you know what it means? To have someone sit on the ruler's throne? And this goes for all the constellations of Korea as well. Murmur, murmur. I know that all constellations are not the same. Some are higher in rank than others. But haven't you done enough? For how long must this land suffer at the expense of your bickering? You make history and become historical constellations, and build up fabled acts to become fabled constellations. Then what next? What will you do after you become the brightest shining star in the sky? How much longer must your descendants suffer, just so that you can fulfill your desires? The constellations One-Eye Maitreya in deep thought. The constellation Lady of the Sleeping Brocade falls silent. Ooh! I love that, you know, the thing is, the more and more we learn about the constellations, the more and we realize these constellations were people that did extraordinary things in their lives, and that's how they became constellations. At least that's one part of it. And then they can move on to fabled and so on and so forth from there. And so these people were at one point just regular people, just like Dakja. So it stands without reason that they do have some kind of humanity. Not all of them have as much humanity as the other, but it's very interesting to me because they do have a humanity about them because they were once humans themselves. And so that really goes to show how, you know, if you got a constellation that was not a very good person in their life, then they're not going to give a shit so much. But if you have constellations that do really care and were great people in their lives and did wonderful things, then they would care, and they probably are right now listening very closely to what Doctor has to say, because their humanity is extending forward through that. I'm afraid I can't let you go on, Snap. A new sub-scenario has arrived. Ding! Sub-scenario usurped the throne. Category sub difficulty B. Clear condition: subdue incarnation Dr. Kim, who refused to sit on the throne and usurp the throne for yourself. Time limit 30 minutes. Reward 6,000 coins. Penalty for failure: they don't know. Alright, I knew to come to this. Usurp the throne? I can be a king too? Dash. Come at me if you dare. Oh, my girl Helion. I love her. Helion? She's pissed. Sometimes it looks like you're the main character of Sometimes it looks like you are the main character of TWSA instead of Junghyuk. He would never do anything this absurd. There are values we must uphold no matter how the world changes. That's what I sincerely believe. I love how he's still holding this face, by the way. Step. The King of Beauty. The Maitreya King. Claim. They're standing with him. I'm going to help you just this once. Yeah, right. I could tell by reading your mind that you have a point. What? Gongyi? Squirm all you like, you worms. What are you waiting for? Get them! Roar, clang, crack. Doctor, do you have a plan? You do have a plan, right? What do you want us to do? Try to buy us some time, so I can destroy this throne. Step. Ooh, I see. Clang, clang, crack. It's the 4-yen demon decapitator. This is getting so interesting, but also look at this fucking panel. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. What's he doing now? Activating Gangpyeon Gu's special ability, Echo of the Stars. He's using this so soon. Splash. I will call upon a constellation. Oh my god! Guys, I have found my new favorite panel. And it is gorgeous, and I may make it my wallpaper because holy shit, look at that. That is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I don't even know what to say. The artwork is phenomenal. Shout out to whoever, I don't know who, I'll have to look at who created the artwork. It could be different people who did the artwork. But you did a phenomenal job. This is beautiful. Almost to the point of tears beautiful. Echo of the Stars allows you to seek the help of a high constellation I call the 7 stars of the Big Dipper. Ooh. The stars have set sail. Sparkle. What does this mean? What does it mean? Okay. Well, guys, we have another one to go to tonight, so let's do this. I will call upon a constellation. God, it's such a gorgeous fucking panel. Echo of the Stars allows you to seek the help of a high constellation. I call the 7 stars of the Big Dipper. The first star of the Big Dipper, Tamlong. The second star of the Big Dipper, Gyeol Moon. The third star of the Big Dipper, Nokjon. The 4th star of the Big Dipper, Mungok. I have to say, this is beginning to more and more feel like we're leaving like what would be considered a prologue and more into the main story, the main events. We're at the beginning of it, but this is, my god. You novel readers were not kidding when you said it just keeps getting better and better. The 5th star of the Big Dipper, Yeomjeong, Sparkle. The 6th star of the Big Dipper, Mugok. The 6 constellations are looking at you. What are you thinking? If you call all of us, your mind will be completely destroyed. Why did you call us? Why walk the thorny path when there's an easier way out? Oh, God, he's bleeding. Drip. To be able to use 4 Yin Demon Decapitator. Stagger. I need to call one more constellation. The Guan Pyongyu cannot be used any further. Reward item. The Tyrant King received from the 7 man dungeon. The Dragon Jar. Okay, so it makes sense why he was holding on to this. By sacrificing the S-grade item 3-wheeled ring. I will recharge the usage count on the S-grade item Guang Pyongyu. The Dragon Jar exudes its mysterious power. Flash! God! The S-grade item 3-wheeled ring has been sacrificed. Clang! Crack! Clang! The usage count for the S-grade item Guan Pyongyu has been recharged. I called a 7th star of the Big Dipper. Pegyun. What do you want from us? Look how gorgeous it's. I love when the constellations are called and we just see all these gorgeous ass stars in the sky. Oh! It's kind of my thing though. I don't know if you've noticed, but night is literally in my name. I love the night sky. I went to cut off the tie the throne has with its owner. Please lend me your sword. Do you know what that entails? I do. The ruler's throne, the reward item for the 4th scenario. The throne allows the user to borrow the powers of one of the rulers of the dark dimension. It will be handy to have such powers for now. I will be able to control Junghyuk and neutralize my enemies here, but our world will be brought to an end as a result. That is the price I must pay for borrowing such great power. Even the constellations don't want anything to do with him. How dare a mere human like you challenge the owner of the throne? I'm not trying to fight him. I only want to cut off the tie between him and the throne. You cannot handle the plausibility. You will die because of it. That's my decision to make. He's got the Immortal King ability too, so even if he does die, he will most likely come back. And, I know it's not like recharged or whatever, maybe it is, I don't know. I haven't really been keeping track of it, but that's what I think is going to happen. That It's my decision to make. Let's begin. Whoo-wee! Here we go. Flare. The S+ grade item 4 Yin Demon Decapitator has been upgraded to a Constellation artifact. We respect your decision. Although you may die here, we will remember you. The 4 Yin Demon Decapitator is a sword made to be used in rituals. It is one of the few items that can cut the tie of a Constellation artifact has with the Constellation who owns it. This is the real power of the 4 Yin Demon Decapitator. One may think that becoming king by using the ruler's throne would make it easier to complete the remaining scenario. Is he going to destroy the throne? What are you doing? Stop him! Clang! But you will never make it to the end. Clang! Hurry, Doctor! With such naive thinking. Clang! I don't care what others think. The story I want to tell is crack, crack, crackle, clink, whoosh. The protection cast on the Constellation artifact, the ruler's throne, has been removed. Woohoo! The sub-scenario has ended. Has it ended? The mysterious ruler has noticed the sudden chance in this world. Damn it! You insignificant worm! Prepare yourself for the burden of plausibility. I'll be fine. For something to be plausible, things have to seem probable. I've done everything I could to make things look plausible. Doctor! You didn't think you'd get out of this unscathed, did you? It feels as if my body's going to shred apart. Ouchies, that looks painful. The story that I wanted to tell is Sparkle. Constellation, naval warfare god is looking at you. Sparkle. Constellation, bold army general is looking at you. Constellation, the last hero of Huang Xuanbiu is looking at you. Constellation, Lady of the Sleeping Brocade is looking at you. The pain is subsiding. Constellation, the Great King Hyung Mu is looking at you. Constellation, One-Eyed Maitreya is looking at you. The constellations are sharing my burden of plausibility. Oh my god, this is better than I expected! Constellation first star of the Big Dipper is looking at you. Constellation second star of the Big Dipper is looking at you. Constellation third star of the Big Dipper is looking at you. Constellation fourth star of the Big Dipper is looking at you. Constellation fifth star of the Big Dipper is looking at you. Constellation sixth star of the Big Dipper is looking at you. Constellation seventh star of the Big Dipper is looking at you. Constellation Lung Chung Jang of Hing Chun San Seong is looking at you. Constellation the Lord of Hanem is looking at you. Why? Is this the story that you wanted to tell? Oh, we will be watching you, the king of the world without a king. I'm sorry. Is this the story that you wanted to tell? We will be watching you, the king of the world without a king. The fourth scenario has ended abruptly. Plop! You have achieved a non-existing achievement. Oh my god. A new fable has been created! The fable, the king of the world without a king, has been created. What? What does that fucking mean? Due to an unexpected event, the reward calculation will be delayed. The fable, the king of the world without a king, has been created. Oh my god. There's no next regression for me. I will end the story in this world. Omniscient Reader. Episode 66, Chapter 15, The World Without a King, Part 2. Oh my god. Okay, we'll go through a few of these, actually, because I just want to know what people are saying, okay? I'm not sure I like the translation of Daksha's fable here. Sure, king of the world without a king is technically correct, but king of a kingless world sounds better. It's easier to say, at least. It's not that big of a deal. The stars are beautiful at night, aren't they? In a kingless world. So is Daksha then the new constellation? I'm so confused. Please changed ruler of the dark dimension to outer god. The aliens, outer gods we saw in chapter 42, was a mistake on the fandom's part, as the Korean version said people from another world, not gods from another world / outer gods. The world appears in this chapter, but is now translated as ruler of the dark dimension, which gives no context as outer god does. There's a list of lines mistranslations by Bolo Warrior. You can go check them out if you want to in your own time, if you want to know all their mistakes so far. Constellation Lazy Broke Weeb is looking at you. Nobody can tell me this chapter wasn't a movie I just watched in IMAX. Bruh, right? Right? The Constellations taking the burden from Doctor was awesome. Just letting you know that even Constellations are much more interested in an alternate fable. Not only that, but that lets me know right then and there that first off, not all Constellations are the same. Second off, a lot of them are rooting for them just as much as we are rooting for them ourselves. We want to see them succeed, and sure, there are constellations that would rather see them fail, and they like that better, but a majority, just like in real life, excuse me, if you're watching a movie and stuff, there are some people who want to see them fail, but the majority of people, when you're watching a movie, you want to support the main character, you want to see them win, and that's exactly what the constellations are doing there, and they don't want to see his story end. It's so great. It's just so great. And it just goes to show that the constellations are a lot more human than what they were originally made out to be, even if they're not technically human. Use that word loosely. The fact that he didn't expect the constellations to share the burden, and the fact they did, is so cool and heartwarming. Yep. Am I the only one who got literal chills when the constellations all teamed up to share the burden? I got those chills too. I was overjoyed. I would love to play a game where an achievement popped up with, "You've done something so rad and unheard of that we created this specifically because of you." I sponsor this episode to share the burden of financial stress with the Arthur. There you go. The fable, the king of the world without a king has been created. Guys, it's his first fable. I'm getting emotional. This is the beginning. Super excited for the future chapter. Okay, so this is probably from a novel. Not too much of a spoiler. But it seems there's going to be a lot more to come. Doctor has achieved more in one regression than Junghyuk did in like 80. Poor Junghyuk. King of a kingless world. Yes. God, I love the story. So many twists and turns, just so well written. 10 out of 10. 100% agree. This world makes such an amazing anime. Which constellation do I have to pay to make that happen? You know what? I actually think there was something written about that. Hold on. Let me take a look real quick. That it was getting an anime or something like that. I don't know if it's an anime per se, but something's going on with it. Okay, I can't find anything about it now, but I remember specifically seeing people talk about it. So who knows for sure. It'd be super cool though. Alright. Well, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm just blown away at how amazing. Like, just look at this artwork. The detail in just this one panel alone is so gorgeous. I love some good artwork, and this manhwa delivers. Look at this. It delivers week by week. You know the artists, they put their heart and soul into this. Oh, like, just look at this. It's gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that and just, oh my gosh. If you don't actually, like, read the webtoon yourself, I highly recommend you go back just for the artwork alone and look at it yourself instead of just watching me react to it, because it is so beautiful and it deserves everything. It deserves to be viewed in all its beauty. Okay, so anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're here on Twitch and you haven't followed me, what are you doing? Follow me. That sounded so demanding. Please follow. And if you see this later on YouTube, like and subscribe. It means the world to me when you guys follow and like and subscribe. And I will see you guys all Friday for some Ella Seed. Bye-bye!